Guys, this is long story short.
Yeah,
The
well,
first episode of the podcast,
I'm your host, Jack,
and this is Tyler.
your other host.
And this is the first time that we've ever sat down in front of a camera with microphones.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna see how this goes. This is literally the alpha run. We got the stand that you guys can't see. This is where we have the cameraman normally show that we do this.
This is the podcast number 1.
I'm a little nasally, so if I sound bad, that's why. We're gonna name him George actually.
George the Peep.
We got the open sign and a bunch of cool other stuff, but it's
Can't
not
see
in the
it.
frame.
We'll get there one day. Though.
We will.
The American flag's up there.
That's true. And this cool.
Speaking of which,
we wanted
today-
to mention it's Flag Day.
today's Flag Day.
Wednesday, June 14th, 2023
Mhm.
is when this is being recorded, and it's being recorded at there's
4:07
4:07.
p.m. Not in the
Um,
morning, obviously.
yeah.
The lighting.
So I'm gonna be honest. I didn't do my research on Flag Day, but I know that it is a day of great gratitude for flags. So
Just you know what Flag Day is about. You don't need to tell you.
So we had to explain that. But starting off actually on the podcast, I think this podcast should be addressing how we're gonna take some things. So we say this without a full plan yet, but we were thinking about having some sports, like maybe a sports segment. I would be the host of that. I could, fill them out on some stuff, but more like fill you guys in. We got
Music section, that's me because I'm the music guy here. We
That could-
both kind of are though.
that could definitely be a normal thing. Like he might talk about some new albums and whatnot, but something that could be like talked about on the podcast just on the regular would be some podcasts we listen to that week and just see how that goes.
Some music we listen to.
Yes, not
Yeah.
podcast, music,
We don't
albums.
listen to podcasts. Oh no.
We don't.
We only make podcasts.
We
We don't
only
listen to
make
them.
them. We do not listen to them. And then honestly, just the overall gist of the whole podcast, long story short, would just be me and him, pretty much for our whole friendship, have just talked about our day-to-day lives, maybe our week-to-week lives, and we just like to talk about it. And we just were sitting there and we were like, what if we make a podcast where people would listen to us explain how our days went, and just maybe they'd like to listen to how some high schoolers' days went, and if anything interesting happened. It's the summer right now, so we don't really have a lot of ongoing stuff. But in, I don't know, like 4 days' times, we'll be in Palm Springs. So that'll be fun. We might have to record one down there and see how that goes.
We might record the next one in Palm Springs. We'll be on the beach. You see, we got our
That would be awesome.
we got our very expensive mics and camera set up.
Yeah. We
It's
got-
a work in progress.
Yeah.
Currently.
This
but
was, once again, the goal was one day maybe get some better. Well, sorry, let me rephrase. One day there will be better mics.
Mhm.
But yeah, right now we're rocking the. Here, I'm gonna go out of frame for a moment. Got the Amazon $24 microphone, and it has 65 feet of recording range, precise radio, plug and play, clear timbre, highly sensitive, and widely compatible. As you can see, hopefully. And yeah,
Very nice.
we got the iPhone 12 Max Pro with 123 gigabytes worth of storage, but we're killing it.
I know we're working it right now. This is step 1 in a large thing to
I
come.
forgot to mention, we are going to try to, at minimum, once a week post a video.
Try to, we'll see how it goes.
You never know what's going to happen, but
Okay,
we're going to hope and we're going to try. Especially since it's the summer. We really don't have anything better to do. And yeah, honestly,
Hey, let's go into how he just drove here, which is something that
That's
summers
true.
before never thought of.
right, May 9th is when I got the license.
He is 17, so he's actually slacking, but
Yeah.
he's got a job. Me, I'm a year behind. I got a car though.
And
got
April 20th, he got his
license.
So the group chat, which we could actually address the group chat.
Mhm.
We could talk about the beginning of the group chat and how it all came to be. I do want to mention one thing real quick though. I think the video after 10 minutes would stop recording.
What do you mean?
Is that not how that goes?
I don't think so.
We'll We might
It's-
edit that out. We might keep it
if
in. You
we-
never know.
If we look at the camera and it's not recording anymore, it's gonna be kind of unfortunate.
It will be.
I might actually have to implement a mirror so we can see.
That's smart.
That would be
Should I
smart.
check real quick just to be sure?
You can check. Yeah.
I'll check. I'll
He's
check.
checking to make sure. What was that?
We're still good. We're at 5 minutes and
No,
36
we're still good.
seconds.
We're still live.
We are. We're still live on air.
Perfect.
We're still open
We're
for
still
business.
we're still open.
I think you should explain the first half of the friend group
Alright.
since it's
So
your
we're gonna
friend group.
talk about 5th grade, 4th grade mostly. We kind of all came to be, me, my friend Diego, Connor. I kind of met him previous years, but we kind of like we're in the same class. We met this guy Vishal and AJ and Marcus, and we all kind of we're like, yo, hanging out every day, recess, stuff like that. And then whenever we went to middle school, we all went to Millennium Middle, where he was, and
Falcon Pride, baby.
yeah, we were just kind of like talking over summer, hanging out, sleepovers. And I met him in my gym class. I'm gonna tell you about that.
Oh, gym class. Okay, so as he mentioned earlier, I was in 7th grade and he was in 6th grade. Our birthdays are like 7 months apart. So February, September for him. I don't know why I put him over there, but essentially, as I remember, in gym in 7th grade, we had 4 different sports, I think. We were going to do volleyball for like a quarter or half. So 2 quarters semester. And we had 4 broken up between half quarters. So we had volleyball one time, flag football, basketball. I don't remember what the other
Baseball.
sport was. I was thinking baseball, but I
No,
don't.
it was baseball.
You sure?
It was baseball. I took it all 3 years.
Okay. Well, me too, but okay. No, but and so the first half of the first quarter of 7th grade for me was volleyball, and there was 4 teams, and my team lost as well as his, and we got to play some exhibition game for being losers, I guess, and we just ended up starting talking, and that's just kind of how it started, and we started talking, and
It was like, in video games when the NPCs are like, take the jewel to the amulet to win the game. That was the OG joke.
that was
Yeah, we were.
a classic.
It was so
And it
funny.
was it was very funny.
We,
Now
we
it's
exchanged Xbox usernames. Rest is history.
it is.
Crazy.
Fortnite was probably popping off. What is that? 2018? Yeah, Fortnite. Just great times all around, and that's how we met. And over the years, it's just built.
And when I met him, he has already been friends with like Sammy.
That's true.
He met him in
Right,
6th
because we're
grade.
talking about the group chat. Sammy, my best friend. I've known him since 6th grade. Also Millennium. And then to finish it out, we have Audrey.
Yeah, we got Audrey in there.
Audrey's
knew
in
her.
there. We have Savannah, who's AJ's girlfriend. She's pretty cool. We like Savannah.
My girlfriend, which I met in 8th grade, so now 2 years later.
Yep.
She's in there.
McKinley's very cool.
She's actually calling me repeatedly because she just got her license.
And
Yeah,
I think
we're currently on air. So,
missing one person. Nathan, my best friend. He's actually going to be coming over.
He's been
eventually.
around,
I've known him since 3rd grade, I think, and he was in 2nd. As you can imagine, a lot of my friends are a year under me, which is fine. And so yeah, now I'm going into senior year. He's going into junior year. I thought I'd mention that. Forgot. So I find it interesting.
Like I said, we got cars now. We're gonna maybe go do some fun stuff later today
That would
with
be true.
Nathan and Sammy.
We might have our game of basketball, our
Mhm.
annual duo.
2v2.
Last time
Get our annual picture,
we won. That's true.
on the playground.
Every 420 we have our 15 push-ups.
Oh
which
my gosh, we're gonna run into.
we're not gonna do them right now because we're recording a podcast.
We might.
But no, we'll do it after.
No, it'd be funny.
It would be, but I don't know how we'd
every
record
day
it.
at 420. Like originally, the joke with 420 was that it's like funny weed, so he takes a picture of it. Like since when?
Oh, at least 3 years.
Yeah, so he's been
2020.
doing that. Not actually every day because he
Yeah.
kind of forgets a lot.
Especially lately, I've been slacking hard.
Yeah. But now at 420, perfect time. It's like let's do push-ups at 420 every single time.
We've been trying to get our bread up since the summer started.
we got our muscles coming in.
That's true.
Looking good.
Biceps.
So yeah, if it hits 420, we might do the push-ups.
I feel like we shouldn't.
What?
Oh,
It's
wait a second, guys. It is raining, which is fine. We're gonna prevail. We have to
Rain's our favorite. We love rain.
We do.
It's great.
This is actually great. This is like now that we've comfortabilized to it. Talking is fun.
Yeah, we got it.
I might check the camera again to make sure that it hasn't been too long because
You
we
want me to
started
check
out.
this time?
Yeah, Yeah,
All right.
you can check.
I'll give her a checking real quick.
I think we should be fine.
Oh, yeah, we're good.
We are good
We're
live on air.
solid.
This is nice. Once again, I hope people enjoy just sitting here talking and kind of rambling, because I mean that's what we do. If people don't like rambling, then I guess I don't know. I guess we won't take off. But I hope people can, because you got like Joe Rogan, you got just random YouTubers that do podcasts, and I feel like they just talk about random stuff. Like they might know what they're talking about, but they don't. I don't know. I feel like they're rambling. I feel like we're doing it justice, and if not, maybe we start something new. Maybe people will enjoy listening to people just ramble, and they'll be able to relate to some things.
We got to be relatable. That's the key component here. We're young and still in high school, so it's like, oh hey, that's crazy.
I mean, you
Like
guys
he was talking about, we were listening to Olivia Rodrigo, obviously fire album, and
Sour 2021.
he was talking about how it's like kind of relatable because she's also in high school, or
Literally.
maybe not anymore, but
I mean, especially now that you listen to driver's license, and you're like, wow, I got my driver's license
I
last
know
week.
it's so relatable, guys.
It is.
Gotta get on the grind.
I think it's gonna be really cool actually when the school year starts, because it's gonna be like, if we do this weekly, you're gonna be able to hear the weekly change. It's gonna be like, guys, exam this week on long story short, exams are coming up, and well, we would explain how we're feeling, how we're going along with it. Maybe this will be therapeutic to other people in high school
true.
or just schooling in general.
Mhm.
Like I mentioned earlier with the whole Palm Springs, because why not? We'll talk about vacations. Next week, my dad and my family we're going on a vacation to Palm Springs, Florida.
I'm also joining this vacation.
It's true. And then the week after that, I gotta work. I've actually figured this out this morning. 17 hours.
Ooh.
It's for which is fine. It gets the bread in. And then the week after that, now he won't be partaking because it's a bit too long. But for 3 weeks, I'm going to 8 national parks. Going to in order. Going to Badlands, Wind Cave, Yellowstone Glacier, Mount Rainier, Olympic National Park, Redwood, and Yosemite. And I'm doing that with my mom. And it's gonna be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. There's just so much to see, and it's gonna be great.
He loves national parks.
I do.
He's a big nature guy.
I do. I want to become a park ranger. Now,
Don't forget it.
I'm not sure how we're gonna record. Sorry, I just wanted to see the rain and get tempted, but it's fine. We will prevail. But
We might have to stop the recording and run in the rain.
we might. So if we come back wet, just know that.
Yeah, if we cut the recording and we're back soaking wet, just know what happened.
Just know that it's raining, and we love sledding and Ross. Well, we didn't mention we're on a golf course, so
Yeah, we do.
it's
I live
very
on a
fun.
golf course.
That's true. He does.
Mhm.
We're recording this in his bedroom right now.
Yep, my bedroom.
Like I was mentioning, so for 3 weeks we might not record anything. I might try to just like randomly just like record stuff, maybe whenever I'm there, and maybe in like a podcast. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
It might have to turn into like a monthly thing for now. 2-week
At
thing.
least
we don't know.
June 22nd when I come back. Maybe like I work actually. Wait, no, I don't. Maybe depending on my work schedule that week, we'll have to come back and record, or we'll just have to record like 2 or 3 the week before I leave, which might become like a little stale. So maybe we'll just record like it's at 4:20.
It is 4:20.
think we just gotta wait.
Are we gonna have to wait?
I think you might just have to mute it. But that was
That's Portuguese Knife Fight by Cage the Elephant, the
That's
worst
true.
song on that album.
That'll definitely be talked about on the podcast.
Yeah.
That band, that album. I'm not too sure how much about the album, but it's pretty good. God, I feel like there was something I was gonna say. Like, I don't know. Oh, you know what? Just to get a little bit of an entry into it of our sports segment, just to talk about it real quick. Last night, the Las Vegas Knights won the Stanley Cup against our Florida Panthers. We live in Florida. 4-1.
Yeah, if you can tell, we live in Florida by the rain.
By the rain, by the whole facade, by the shirts, the whole everything.
Yeah.
Definitely probably gives Florida vibes. But the day before that, the Denver Nuggets beat the Miami Heat. Once again, another Florida team. Now,
I was watching this too. I was actually a part
it's
of
true.
this. It's
Personally,
crazy.
I know I'm going against Florida, but I wanted the Nuggets to win. I wanted Nikola Jokic, ooh, that's a name, to get his flowers, and I just wanted them to win overall. So
It
I'm
was
glad they won.
history in the making.
It was 4-1. It was their first ever finals appearance and their first ever win. Now, taking a move over to baseball. I'm a New York Yankees fan. It's weird. I live in Florida, but my grandpa from New York, so I got that in. I know we'll probably get some hate, but Yankees fan. We won last night, 7-6 against the Mets. So big dub in the Subway Series. And then for football, my favorite sport during September, October, November, you'll definitely see me in a Browns jersey because I'm a Cleveland
He's
Browns
gonna be
fan.
wearing it every day.
So every day, you'll definitely see on the podcast a Browns jersey.
You'll at least have the
for
hat
sure.
on.
Yeah, something. You'll see some sort of Cleveland Browns. Obviously, it's the off season in the draft. I didn't really pay too much attention to it like I should have, but I think we didn't really have a first round draft pick, so we had all right picks. And then the off season's been kind of quiet, but I hope Deshaun Watson and everybody can pull through. I'll talk about football definitely more as a season during like preseason, so in August. But that's kind of sports. Maybe I'm missing something. I guess Messi got traded to Miami in the MLS. So I would have to research a little bit more into soccer. Feel bad, but
I used to play soccer, not anymore, but soccer's pretty cool. Can contest. You used to play football, so those are like
that's true.
our sports.
Those
I
are
don't
the sports.
actually really keep up with the sports though, so
That's
don't
true.
expect much from me.
Don't it? Once again, we'll just have to figure out how the sports section goes. Sports will have to just be something that picks up. Hopefully, people enjoy it. I hope. So I guess that's the sports segment. Now, back to the normal. Just to address real quick. I'm not too sure if we'll ever. Well, I don't want to say never, but maybe talk about anything too like. Not that we want to talk about politics, but we'll make sure not to go like on any like politically charged rants or anything like that. Like we might talk about a world event like Ukraine getting invaded. And now they're counteroffensive right now, but you're never gonna hear anything too outrageous coming out of the Long Story Short podcast.
Yeah, don't be coming in for your political outrage.
Exactly.
We're a tame channel here.
We are. We're gonna keep that energy, and we're gonna just make sure that you guys enjoy listening. I personally, I haven't. It's been on my music listening grind, but
I haven't
if
been
you'd like
listening to
to
music. I've
partake,
been listening to Ween a lot. I'm glad to hear that.
that was the
I was
thunder.
listening to Ween the other day. Loved me some Ween. But we listen to a lot
I'm
of
gonna
music.
check the weather real quick. You keep
Just
going.
checking the weather on my phone. I
On his
changed my
phone.
password. You want me to?
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
Nope. Wait, I did it earlier. Like I'm not lying to you. What? Wait, then how did I get into your phone earlier?
I don't know. It's this though instead of that. So just wait. You're slow.
Keep going.
Yeah. Anyways, he's gonna try to figure that out. Lock me out of my phone. Okay.
Anyways, so
Yeah, no,
gonna
we
check the
listen to a
weather.
lot of music. Not really that much, but like, I try to stay on the flow of listening to stuff that's like, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm looking for like
Explain what you said from the get go.
something like I like to listen to stuff that like everyone thinks is like really like good. Like what do you call it? Like critically acclaimed. That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, like he
Like,
listened to Radiohead
Yeah,
because of it.
Radiohead. Didn't really care for it at first, but now it's like top 5 bands. Love me some Radiohead. Anyways, we listen to our 4 main, right?
We do got the 4 main. The 4
It's a
main
little
are
embarrassing, but if you know, you know. T.O.P. 21 Pilots, banging. Yeah, they might not be like the best music, but as a band, we
enjoyable.
love Josh and Tyler.
It's
Great.
true.
And then Foster the People, if you know, you know.
Big
Kind
underrated.
Of, kind of irrelevant, but it's just good pop music. We love Foster the People.
It is.
Then we got Cage the Elephant and MGMT, kind of tied. Both of them pretty like known.
I would say so. I mean, and overall, they both have very, very good songs, very good albums too.
Mhm.
At least
Melophobia.
one from each. Yep.
Right.
MGMT doesn't miss.
Yeah,
Well,
MGMT, they miss, but they
the
don't.
third album missed.
We don't talk about the third album.
But the first and second, and mostly the fourth, are absolutely bangers.
Yes, he hasn't actually listened to the
I
other two.
still haven't.
which is kind of embarrassing.
Cage the Elephant also doesn't miss. I mean, their albums maybe aren't as high peak as MGMT, but they're definitely very good. And the worst ones are
The
still
second
good.
one, the
Yeah.
second one's the worst one.
Thank You, Happy Birthday is still good. It's still worth a
It's still
listen.
pretty good. There's some hits and there's some misses on
There
there.
are. Shake Me Down is a banger.
Great. We don't talk about stuff like Sell Yourself though, you know.
Yeah, we don't talk about that one. And then
Yeah,
for
we don't.
Foster the People,
Everything's good. Like they only
yeah,
have 3 albums.
overall,
so-
the only song you skip because you just don't feel like listening to it is maybe Warrant or Fire Escape.
Oh,
But
man.
also Dogs and Trees.
Bro, Dogs and Trees, bro. Goats and Trees is a certified banger. Classic.
It is good. It's just, yeah. And then 21 Pilots. First album is good. Occasionally you don't feel like listening to the songs, but it's definitely fire. We're going worst to last or worst to best.
Mhm,
Well,
guess.
yeah, I think Scout and Icy
Scale
might.
Nicely, might beat in a production level, but it's a little soulless. I do like to listen
Soulless
to.
is a good word.
I do like to listen to The Outside, and like Formidable might be the best song on there. It's
Very,
underrated.
very good.
Forgettable is a top tier song.
Third, now I'm gonna do it just because if not,
It's Blurry.
I'm gonna get
Face.
shot. It is Blurry Face.
Yeah, you just Stressed Out's like pretty good, but
A bunch of bangers
It's
off
really-
Blurry Face. I mean, you got Polarize,
that's true. There
Message
are some
Man,
bangers.
Goner. Really, just the whole latter half of the album. Once you hit, I would like to say Doubt. I'm pretty sure, unless I'm off by like a no. After all I know is after Fairly Local in the 4th spot, you're good. Whole rest of the album,
Pretty much.
pretty much a banger.
It's definitely like understandable why you wouldn't like it though, because it's definitely like a little bit like Sell Out, and it's like
Yeah.
this kind of cringe, but
And then you
just-
got the 2012 album, also known as Vessel.
Vessel's great.
It is great. There
Yes.
really
if
isn't.
You know, you know. Honestly,
There isn't a weak link.
Vessel's great.
There isn't a
It's
weak
great
link.
album.
It is great. Semi-Automatic is a banger.
Fake You Out.
Trees.
Trees is great.
Migraine's pretty good. It's
Only
not
Audio.
bad. It's just a joke. Car radios. If you've ever listened to
Yeah.
Brad Taste in Music, you can understand.
Yeah,
the
if you
car
know
radio.
Brad Taste in Music, that's a red car radio right there.
It is a car radio.
Unfortunate.
And then
We've come to the agreement that that's a good song though.
it is.
Don't flame us. We love car radio.
And then it comes down to Trench. Now, you could probably find something Trench in this room.
The blanket on my
on
my
the
bed right
blanket.
now
I knew
is
there was a blanket.
Trench.
I just wasn't sure
Yeah.
where. But yeah, Trench.
Trench is my favorite album, and his I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure
It is really good.
my favorite. It's great.
It's great.
Music.
Every single song individually is at least
Like
9
let me
out of
just
5.
put it like this: if you don't like 21 Pilots, you're like they're cringe, just listen to Trench. Like if you haven't, because you might be like, hey, this is actually like mature music. It's like pretty good.
And it sounds, and if not, you could appreciate just certain things for that. I mean,
And like the production's like phenomenal.
together it just flows really
Mhm.
nicely, and
Nice.
it just sounds real. Especially Jumpsuit. Whenever you're sitting there listening to Jumpsuit as an opener, we'll definitely
best song's Chlorine, by the way.
That
too.
is true.
We're throwing that out there.
we'll definitely have to have a podcast one day where we just talk about like albums. We'll just
Yeah,
have to
we
talk
will.
about them in review, like a whole
Mhm.
maybe hour. Or
Because
something
the
like
both of us listen to music, all
Yeah.
the time.
I don't really know what the most recent one I've listened to is. I don't know. I mean, one I could think of off the top of my head is the Fits and Tantrum album with Out of My League, and The Walker is very good. Very good. Very
I was
solid.
listening to Foo Fighters, which my girlfriend really likes, and so I was listening to stuff. Obviously, Everlong, My Hero, and like The Pretender and stuff like that are great. And like I listened to The Color and the Shape, and it was definitely like good. But
Let me see.
Always checking real quick.
We are still good. We are
Still
rolling.
rolling.
We are still rolling.
There was definitely some songs on there that were like, just kind of like filler, felt like. But it was still good, It was like what you would expect from a 90s rock album. Their newest album that they just made is really good. I think the production's a little, weird at times because it's like compressed in a weird way. Like the highs are really high and stuff like that. And it just kind of like sounds like you can't really get into it the way that you want to. But like the last 2 songs sound great.
Oh, well, we mentioned it, but we didn't really go in depth about it. But Radiohead's probably at the 5 out of the 4
yeah.
that we named.
Either that or the Strokes, because the Strokes are super
That is
inoffensive.
true.
We didn't bring them up. I love the Strokes. They're great.
Never. I haven't fully finished listening to the discography of Radiohead. I've listened to 3 albums. Wait, 3. And then like, if you compile all the other songs, probably like 4. Um, There being one of them.
There,
Absolute
there's.
banger.
I listened to it in the car last night on the way home.
So
It
good.
was great. I was like,
I listened to How to Disappear Completely yesterday. Also,
another
phenomenal
banger.
song.
You know, I love Radiohead. I listened to all 9. First album's kind of a doozy. The rest of them are pretty good. Even
That's
like
true.
the King of Limbs. I swear, people be hating on the King of Limbs. Come on, guys, that's pretty good.
The hate is not warranted. They're good. They're good.
They're good. By the way, this is a little debate, real quick. Kid A is better than OK Computer, but
That's
not
true.
because it's better. It just is.
That's
Like,
something he thinks.
if you like Kid A better, you know why it's better. Like, it just like when you listen to it, you're like, damn, it's fire. But when you listen to OK Computer, it's also like great, and
Yeah.
every single song
I
is
mean,
like
Karma
actually
Police
good.
is phenomenal. Paranoid Android is chef's kiss 10 out of 10. But that's besides the point. Like you mentioned earlier, the Strokes are great.
I listen to The Voids too. He hasn't listened to The
That's
Voids
true.
yet.
I'm
Human
not.
Sadness is my favorite song of all time.
Julius Casablanca.
That's great. They're actually releasing music. They released a song the other day that was like pretty good, but not that good. It was pretty good though. You know, it was a groovy beat. Prophecy of the Dragon.
I saw the cover. I don't actually know if I fully listened to the song, but the cover was really cool. Like it was really cool.
Wait, which one?
For the single
Like
with the actual dragon on it. Yeah.
Yes, it had the NASCAR.
Yes, it did actually look like
It
NASCAR. I
was,
wasn't sure if that's
that
what they
was
were
like
going
yeah,
for.
it was funny. You know,
It was quite literally NASCAR. You guys will have to go look at it. What is it called again?
Prophecy of the Dragon. Yeah,
Prophecy of
check
the
it out. The
Dragon,
Voids.
also
This
known
is
as the
not an
NASCAR
ad,
cover.
but it is.
Um, there was some other. We were gonna move to a. I was gonna move to a segment because I thought about it.
He's forgetting it. I'll talk about my hat while you think about
You
it.
keep talking about the hats.
I started wearing a hat recently because my hair. You couldn't tell I've been growing it out. You couldn't because it's the
Should I?
first time.
I will grab the hat.
He's grabbing the hat. This is the first time you've seen me, at least on here. So, growing the hair out. This is my hat. Been wearing it a lot.
It's the hat.
It all kind of came from one day at school. We were like, let's all wear a hat, and I wore this hat because this is the only hat I had. I found it in the ocean. I'm pretty sure when I was with you
Really?
last summer.
Wait, really?
Maybe.
I did not know that. Wait, did you really?
Yeah, I found it in the ocean. I don't know if you knew that.
I did not know that.
Yeah, no, I literally found it in the ocean, and I was like, "What is that?" And I grabbed it out. I don't know if it was with you or not. But
Yeah, I like hats. I have
it
like
is.
at least 10 of them. I don't really wear them too often,
Yeah,
but I do wear hats. I like them. I still can't remember.
you might catch us wearing hats. You know,
I'm reeling right now. It was an interesting topic that I can't think about. It was. I'm not too sure. Keep talking about some album.
about hats. I mean, I could tell them about. I play the guitar. If you know that already, probably not. I've got 3. I've got an acoustic one, an electric bass. Can play them all. I'm not like world renowned or anything, but I get by, play what I need to. I make music under my name, and don't check it right now because it's. I have to. I have to release my albums that are like actually better than the ones I have, but they're pretty good.
I think I remember it. I was gonna actually talk about. I think, some of our our YouTube channels.
Oh yeah, there you go.
So he has. Well, I have one that I've always used. Now, you guys can go look for them if you'd like. It's funny. At least I find it funny. His channel actually like modern day isn't really bad. I mean, you're not gonna be like, at least I'm not talking about quality, but like if you're gonna watch, well, actually, I'll just get to it. I'll get to it. So my channel, it is Rocking Vlogs. I've had it for 10 years. My picture is literally me as like I don't even know. I would have been, I think, like 9 or something. So go check it out. It's funny. Some of the I think the most modern video on it was from ninth grade. So it's a little dead, but for him, you have
Enderman Animations.
Enderman
When I
Animations.
was
Thank you.
probably also 9, and I don't use it anymore. But I don't actually look at that one because that's kind of embarrassing, but not too embarrassing because I knew that it was like stupid when I was doing it.
It was really funny to look
Now,
at.
Take On Me is the current channel, which came from like when I was like 12, I want to say, to like
Something
now,
like that.
and it's been going. Last video on there, I'm pretty sure is me and him just doing stupid stuff.
And
So
it's
you could
got
check it out.
300 subscribers, which is
It
a,
does have
a,
300.
a solid amount.
I've got a video with I think 100,000 views. Right
Yeah,
now.
it was a
It's crazy.
Fortnite
Fortnite video.
montage, but I mean, it's a good video to watch. It was
Mhm.
actually well made. We've liked to make a lot of skits, GTA, but also just in general, a lot of compilations of stuff. There is gonna probably be a new series on there called Hot Motley, but our
Yeah. We're
phones
either
have
gonna
no
put it either
storage.
on this or that. We're not sure.
It would maybe be
Probably.
better on this just for the fun of it, but
Yeah,
I
I
don't know.
would put it on here. I
Yeah,
think we might have Hot Motley coming in maybe monthly.
which would just
We
kind
don't
of
know.
be a compilation of any, like the way we recorded the first one was just a compilation of anything that we were doing.
Yeah, it was just stupid fun.
So a sneak peek is some guy washing his hands and drying them, and we
Yeah,
accidentally recorded them. So
Yeah, we were in the bathroom
you'll
and he
just
shoot.
you'll just have to wait and see
He
it.
just walked up and started washing his hands. It was pretty funny.
It was really funny. And then this one actually would be the most recent one.
Yeah, this is our newest channel. Long story short, I don't know if you've heard of it.
We kind of want this channel to be, well, I would like to, at least me personally, my channel, like some of those subscribers are like my friends and stuff, and I've always wanted to see a channel grow off of just people like you watching, and so oh my god, and I just want to watch it flourish. I hope this channel really just takes off because me and him do have a passion for just sitting here and talking and
And hey, it
just
might
rambling.
not seem like it right now, but give us like 2 more episodes. We'll be in it. Trust us.
We will be in the zone.
We're just warming up to the idea right now.
We are.
It's coming on strong, isn't it?
It's coming on strong. God, I mean, we have stuff we could just sit here and talk about. We can dive into it real quick. We don't have to go into the full depth at the moment, but just for the fun of it, me and him, as we mentioned earlier, you see these eyes, he doesn't know what I'm going to talk about. Xbox was a big way that we would always talk and just hang out, and that would be with everybody. But primarily, me and him would have these talks and these just moments. Just me and him talking on Xbox. I mean, sometimes we do it for hours. We'd stay up till 4 just talking, just going on about it. We used to just play video games to play them and have a lot of fun. Where now it's a little bit of a dying breed, which is sad.
That is true.
But the prosperity of it is now we can just drive. Like once again, like we've said, this would be the third time I drove here, and we're gonna hang out with Sammy and Nathan whenever they get here. Which I'm not too sure. They said maybe 5 to 6. So we were like, hey, what if we literally just record this video and just see how it comes out? And it's sad that it's a dying breed. Every summer it'd be like, hey guys, we're gonna play a game for like a month, and we're just gonna play it. So that one isn't too much like that, but we're just hoping that I don't know. I hope at least. I mean, me and him will always talk regardless, but I hope this kind of carries on that legacy. Maybe we'll record it. See, right now we're recording it at 4:39. Maybe one time it will be recorded at 1 in the morning. You never
That's
know.
true.
You never know.
We might have to record one tonight at 1 in the morning. Actually,
That might, and maybe
that actually might happen.
And maybe it would have to be with Sammy and Nathan.
Yeah. Well, obviously.
We don't have enough microphones for it, but we'll have to.
We'll pass around the mic.
Yeah, we'll have to do hot mics. We'll have to get Gianna's, his little sister's mic that she introduced
We'll have
to us.
like Nathan, Sammy. We'll like pass them our mic.
Yeah.
We'll have a buddy with us.
We will. We'll have to talk about the creation of the fellas,
Mhm.
which is pretty
Pretty
simple.
much the exact same.
I made that sound like it was something.
Yeah.
But just within the group chat, which is called. What is it called?
I'll actually look.
Like
Where's my
it's
phone?
changed. It's called the T Act
T-Act, Shaka Zulu,
of
bunch of stuff.
1773. Yeah, a bunch of stuff. But so essentially, within the group chat, there's kind of like not groups, but it's just a little bit like we'll all hang out, but then there's like little cliques. So like me and him are like a clique.
By the way, there's only like 10 of us in the chat, so like
yeah,
it's not like there's like 93 of us.
And we all do
talk clicks, bro.
Yeah, and we do talk to each other. We're all good with each other.
But
like
for example, like my friend group from like 5th grade is like in there, all of us, and we don't really do anything like outside of our like just by ourselves that much anymore. But we have in the past, and we used to a lot. But and we might this summer. I don't know. But that would be like one, and we call us. It's just refer to ourselves as the boys, and then we're the fellas. Like
Yeah.
me, him, Nathan, and Sammy.
Yeah, that's the way that, yeah, because it was kind of like
Gotta separate it out.
me bringing in, including myself, the three people. It was kind of just to like have like the little difference that you could tell. But like you just mentioned, we're all once again best friends. Just yesterday, they went to Marcus's girlfriend Shafak, her birthday party. I had to work at Publix represent. And yeah, so that was just an example. There was Diego,
we were
Connor, McKinley, Jack, Sammy, Nathan, Josh. But Josh isn't in the group chat. Josh is really cool though. Who?
Nathan's girlfriend.
Nathan's girlfriend was there too.
Forget about it.
AJ was not there. Vishal. We could get into Vishal, but Vishal was not there.
Was not there. Hey,
obviously
Vishal,
Marcus
Vishal also was on the YouTube grind, by the way. We'll
Ooh,
talk about Vishal
I wanted to
for a
mention
second,
him.
yeah.
Okay, yes.
No, so I, back in 5th grade, started my channel because Vishal had a channel called Foulborn.
Code
You
Foulborn
can-
in the
yeah.
Fortnite item shop.
You could check it out if you want. He probably would. Actually, he would probably like that. I don't know.
He
still actually makes videos.
And
there's
they
something.
actually are quality. Like
Mhm.
like you'd watch it and you'd be like, this is maybe potentially funny. It depends if you find Vishal's humor
This is
funny,
potentially funny.
but it has good editing. I think he made an Overwatch video. He made Valorant. I'm not really into Valorant. Never really played it, so I couldn't tell too much about it. But the Overwatch video is funny to watch. It was funny.
Without Vishal, it's like, would we be here? Because I kind of like push him to do stuff on YouTube and just doing stuff, and so like we've always kind of wanted to do stuff like this. But
Yeah,
I've
no.
always been on the YouTube thing because of him. I think mainly at the beginning.
That's true. And yeah, so shouts out to Vishal. Vishal is a real one.
Mhm.
I don't know if you can tell. I guess there's nothing is in the frame that you can tell, but he likes doing a lot of art. Really
I
any
do.
sort of art.
Yeah, on the wall there you can't see it, but
Yep.
there's a painting. Of a
Our
robot.
banner will end up being something he drew.
Yeah, you'll see the banner, the alligator stuff.
Hopefully, I mean, we could almost just like, I mean, right after this podcast, we'll just have to look at the video and maybe we could post it today. But we should definitely try to finish the banner before we post.
But even if we post it, we'll just make the banner. Or whatever.
The banner will. The banner will come out.
Yeah,
the banner will come
and the icon.
And the icon, and we might put an intro on the videos.
No, we might have some.
Not this first one though.
No music on this.
Oh, okay. Yes, we can.
We could edit it. We could get it going.
That's true.
We could do it.
We'll have to figure out if people will like that or not.
We'll see. We'll see. Like you'll see it. If not, then don't listen to us.
And definitely, I would love review. I mean, you could even have constructive criticism as long as you're not being
true.
I don't know. Do we keep this family? I think we can keep the podcast like family friendly
to an extent.
Yeah,
we won't be going off too crazy.
Yeah, we should definitely. Yeah,
or like if you want your kids to watch, go for it.
Yeah,
you probably don't, but if you do,
yeah, because you never actually know what we're going to talk about.
We're not going to be talking about anything crazy. Like
No.
Nothing like.
I was gonna. Sorry, I so stunned. There was something I was gonna say. I was gonna say, based off your guys' comments, we could definitely like, if it's like maybe in a podcast there shouldn't be music or like something like some edited. You guys could definitely say it.
Mm-hmm.
I think me and him are kind of expecting this first podcast to not really get a view. Which, once again, it's kind of expected.
We'll tell everyone about it though.
So, yeah, we will.
You might be one of the people that we told about it.
I hope.
Watching.
I hope you do. Maybe, I mean, I don't know if we want to sell our soda, but like if a lot of podcasts that have like moments that are like really like off about something.
If you see us on YouTube Shorts,
we might be on YouTube Shorts.
Might be on YouTube Shorts
just to get it going a little bit.
We're gonna have to have funny things happening though. We're not quite there yet.
For sure. Once again, I think the hot mop, because as much as me and him love talking, we love doing stupid stuff. So definitely the Hot Motleys.
The Hot Motley's gonna be the.
That's at least the name we have. You guys might have. We'll come up with something, but if not, it'll be Hot Motleys, and that's just kind of demonstrating like, although we love talking, we also love doing stupid stuff that you'll be able to see. So maybe if those go off a little harder, maybe we'll be a little bit more into doing that than this. But I honestly think they're both going to be a lot of fun.
Regardless, this is like a staple thing, just talking, because we like talking, and that'll be something just outside of us sitting on a couch. Which you never know if we'll have different segments where we move the camera somewhere else. You never
That's
know.
true. Maybe up
Just
back
to switch it up.
at the pool or something.
hmm Like we'll get to the sports section outside.
Ooh, on the
instead of in
golf
here.
course. That'll
Yeah,
be a lot of fun,
maybe.
actually. That'll be a lot of
We
fun.
might have different segments in the podcast of us just doing stuff.
This is
Right
looking
now,
up.
though, this is stock podcast. We're sitting on the couch.
Let
so
me one more time, just to
gotta check.
check.
He's gotta make sure we got all this in there.
We are at 40 minutes. We're at least for sure going for an hour. Honestly, we might have to go for more than that.
We're just honestly going until we wrap it up.
Yeah,
pretty much.
which I don't. I mean, me and this guy could talk for like 4 hours straight.
We
So realistically, we could actually sit here forever.
The only tension here is you.
I'm debating
So-
if right now, like, if I want to because me and you are talking really basic level. sorry,
We are
sorry.
talking pretty
Whenever we look
basic
at each
level.
other, it definitely is. It's just funny, because
He looks so stupid.
it's
so
only
you gotta
funny
laugh
because
at him.
it's like we're talking to a camera,
we're actually talking to no one.
and so like
It's kind
whenever
of
I look at
embarrassing.
him, it's like
It's like,
I
oh,
know.
you're also here.
Yeah, camera's talking,
Yeah.
so it's just
I
funny.
don't know if I could do this alone. It'd be kind of
Yeah, it would be. Yeah, no, that would be kind of hard.
yeah.
Like actually, it would be kind of hard.
I mean, I have, but it's like
Yeah,
kind of weird.
it'd be a little weird. Oh, but so like I was saying, yep, I was itching. It would be funny. It would be it. I'm debating right now if I should like bring him something where me and him could talk about it for like 20 minutes and we could go in depth about like a story or something, or if we should keep this first episode to just like basic talk. I think what we can do is maybe go to like a story just to have like a nice like just to give it like an idea of what we're gonna like maybe what you might see.
True. I don't know what story he's gonna go into. Though,
I don't
so I'm a little
like
scared.
I don't mean story. I just mean like if me and him wanted to talk about how we went and did all of our GTA stuff. Oh, that's a lot of fun. I'm not too sure. I mean,
like blowing up cars in the highway.
yeah, I think I just oversimplified what I meant, but it was kind of like go into like a segment, kind of how we did like music, how we talked about it for like 10 minutes, how we could
Mhm.
just talk about maybe some Xbox stuff. So yeah, we will. We'll talk about the GTA experience. So I'm making this so much bigger than it is, but it's funny to me. So essentially, you'll hear that word a lot on this podcast. I love the word
Oh, yeah,
essentially.
essentially, that's his favorite.
So, we actually were looking at our stats like last week, and I think it said I got my account on literally 4/20, 2018.
Crazy.
That's the exact same day that Princess died.
It's
Little
his dog.
Princess, 8 years ago to the day. But anyways, I got GTA. I remember I had asked my dad because I had watched videos of it for a while, and I was like, "Can I just get it?" And my dad's someone that's very like fine with me doing stuff as long as he knows it's like in a just a good, fine, just safe way. And he was like, "I just don't want you to get influenced by it," which is fair. So when I was, God, I guess I would have been 12, and
He
my
was
dad was
12.
like, "Okay, you can get
13,
it."
he started slinging drugs,
I did
killing people on the street.
slinging dope.
So obviously, it influenced him pretty
It
badly.
did. But I got GTA, and I was playing it a lot. It was a lot of fun. And I told Jack, and I was like, "Hey, man, you should get it." And it was kind of like, God, I wonder if my parents will let me. So I remember he just bought it outright one time.
I didn't even ask.
And I think his
just got
dad
it.
walked. I vaguely remember this. He's better at remembering stories, but I think his dad walked in while he was like playing it, and it was really funny because his dad just
He was
walked
like,
in,
"Oh, are you playing GTA?" I was like,
and then he just
yeah,
walked
something
out.
like that.
It was just funny. And then I feel like GTA wasn't really like the biggest game we played because that was still kind of like Fortnite era. So it existed. You
Fortnite.
could play GTA.
Yeah.
Well, definitely one day in a podcast we'll talk about Fortnite for sure.
Fortnite's its
Because
own thing, bro.
Even though it can be cringed, whenever it used to be good, it was great.
we're the Fortnite generation right here,
We
sitting on
are.
this couch.
Yeah, I'm
so
sorry. I hate to inform, but we are the Fortnite
you know,
generation.
you can hate us for it, but we were Fortnite gamers,
We
and
were.
I sucked at it.
I was a season winner.
I usually suck at most of the games we play,
That is true.
except for like Don't Starve. Which,
That is true. He's great at Don't Starve.
if you know Don't Starve, Don't Starve.
You are a real one if you know it. Don't Starve.
Yeah,
DST.
DSD. Don't
We'll
Starve
definitely have
together.
to talk about DST.
hmm
Um,
Obviously, should we just talk about games we play?
sure. We can explain
Like-
GTA a little bit longer, then we can explain some games.
Yeah.
Unless
Go ahead.
right? Okay.
Because
So so we still played, and then so Fortnite. We get to GTA, and we're playing it. And there was a summer. It was the summer of 2020, as you do. This is something to say real quick. A lot of people do not like 2020 Me and him are in the very minority here, but we enjoyed it a lot.
It was pretty great. This is COVID-19 year, by
It
the way.
was great.
Like that end of that school year got cut off, and we had to go. Quarantining.
We had a 4-month-long
Yeah.
summer. Also, he says quarantining, which is funny because in Florida, our quarantine lasted like 3 weeks
Yeah.
or
but
something. So, and that was his time that we played Xbox. I mean, our parents were scrambling and we were just playing Xbox. So that happened. But we had a whole like month that summer where we played GTA and we got into it and it was a lot of fun. It was like all we did was play GTA and it was so much fun. It was like you looked forward to playing a GTA. We were doing a bunch of stuff. Obviously, we bought. If you know anything about GTA, we bought the businesses, our drug businesses, our bunker, which is
Bunker's the best business.
gun running. That's what it's called. Bleed played with my best friend Tyler online. Sammy actually never got GTA until like a year ago. So really, we just played it with like this other. Okay, so funny enough, on Xbox, there's 3 Tylers. There's ZBabyX, me, John Nine Fingers. You can go look for it if you'd
Yeah,
like.
go look for John Nine.
I'll spell it. It's JONN 9 space fingers.
Hold on, should we tell him the backstory?
We will.
We'll
After
get there.
GTA, we
We'll
will
get
get
there.
there and why it's John Nine Fingers. And then I forget Keratoconus. Keratoconus.
Also
Um,
named Tyler.
Funny guy. But
Yeah.
and we just played GTA and we grinded it. Got really high level. I actually crossed 200 like 2 weeks ago. He's like 180, I think, on the dot.
Thanks.
We're the second and third highest in the friend group in the GC.
Yeah,
Somehow
GTA gamers.
Connor is higher, even though Connor hasn't played GTA in like
It's because he
4
got it
years.
when it came out. When he was like 9, he
Yeah.
was out here.
And
Connor was actually slinging dope.
he
when was
actually
9,
just steals
GTA.
cars. He doesn't have any.
He doesn't
actually
own
doesn't
any
own
vehicles.
any. That's not a joke. He literally is like 212 and
He's ahead of the curve, He's just like been there, done that.
he is. He was there when the
He's-
adder was born.
He's already got a beard,
That is true.
and he had it for like 4 years
That is true.
plus. He's always
And
been
yeah,
ahead of
I don't know. GTA is definitely for Xbox wise a big game for us. Just it's one of those games where if we get on and we don't know what to play, we'll get on GTA just because it's
At least
fun.
me, like especially after
To
that
do
summer,
stupid stuff.
all I played if I didn't know, like if there was nothing to actually play, it's like I get on GTA and it still is.
That still is, and that
It's
does
just
go
driving around.
Yeah. So much driving. That's a lot of the talking we do. Was we'd sit there for like 3 hours just driving around the map,
GTA,
just playing
driving.
GTA.
No, that summer though, I was going to talk about it with games, and I might as well talk about it in that summer. Like we played
Yeah.
GTA, obviously. We played Fortnite. Played Minecraft. Everyone plays Minecraft. Great game.
We do that every year.
Red Dead Redemption. I played the story during that summer. I'm pretty sure.
RDR2
And
is
the
a
GTA
phenomenal
story.
game.
But we also played online later.
I actually spoiled. Not to spoiler alert.
Oh yeah, hold on. Yeah.
If you've never played RDR2,
should we spoil this or no? Don't even talk about it. Just know that he looked
That's
up
true.
something and spoiled the game
Yeah,
for himself.
because his girlfriend is actually playing it, so we
can't.
We don't want to spoil it.
Don't spoil it. She's gotta see what happens.
I think she finished chapter 1 like 2 days ago.
Yeah,
So
in like 2 hours.
But actually, let me put it to you like this: if you played the game, you know it got spoiled to me, and it was quite tragic. And I was like, well, that happened. You hate to see it.
That just happened.
Yeah, that just. So,
Yeah.
anyways, if your kid's watching, we're sorry.
We'll bleep that out. We can actually do that.
That is true. That is true. Our laughs are goofy, by the way. We also played. Okay, so he didn't, but the whole catch was like school ended, and my favorite game of all time is Black Ops 3. I'm really big into the zombies of it, and me and my best friend Tyler would just play zombies, and we played it for like a whole month. And I was like, I think I'm prestige 8 in it, 7, something like that, about to be 8. In multiplayer, I'm prestige. Well, I'm master prestige. I think I'm like level 200 something. Just a fun game, but. So yeah, that whole summer.
I don't play zombies. I played Modern Warfare though.
One day that summer will be talked about because that summer, truthfully, we could talk about for a whole podcast. It would be great.
Wait, which one?
2020.
2020.
We could talk about 2021. Well, that's true. Well, gaming wise,
we'll go in depth one day.
We will. To talk about because I was thinking I didn't forget. How John Nine Fingers came to be. So my dad's name.
We'll go over mine too. Mine's not as
so
insane.
John. My dad, when he was like 18, he was working at a construction site. Now, this is ironic, guys, because my dad is like probably the best person I know with cutting wood. So I have no clue how he pulled this stunt off. But, you know,
This is how he became so good at cutting
yeah,
wood.
the circular saws 25 years ago were a bit botched. You know, if you know, you know. You know, for any of my older viewers or older versions of Long Story Short, I love that name. We'll talk about the name actually after I explain this. But my dad was cutting a piece of wood, you know, as you do, and his pinky, I guess, was too far under the board, and he saws into his pinky, and by the time he stopped, his pinky was already like dangling, like just like, and he was holding it in his hand, and these two knuckles on your ring finger. You can see them, boop and boop. I hope you can see that, but are kind of cut. So he has like a hook now, and he has no, um, he looks like this, kind of, and he
His
doesn't have
pinky's gone.
his pinky's literally gone.
He quite literally has 9 fingers.
Yeah, it is funny. So it's John Nine Fingers. So my dad's had that Xbox account for seriously, like probably almost as long as I've been alive, since like 2008 or something. I have no clue. Um, but that's the story of John Nine Fingers. I hope one day we will get my dad on the podcast because John King is
That's true.
he's a
Have to get
character.
the podcast.
We love John.
My name is Take On Me 5522
Oh, that's true.
because Take On Me at the time, banger track. If you know Take On Me,
Take on me.
fire song. It was probably my favorite song, and so I was like, you know, Take
1987.
On Me.
Take on me. Should be 86, 87. I don't know.
And
Really too.
5522 was my phone password, and so you know, put that on there, and then I changed it. So yeah,
I realized that we didn't mention it, but he wants to keep it exclusive. But if you look up Jack Grafenstein,
oh yeah,
not to dox my boy, but that is the channel name for the songs. They're what you expect from someone that's 16. To put it, they're good. I mean, you'll listen to them, and I feel like they're like anybody's beginning of like music. Like you're gonna tell where it's like, well, this obviously isn't like a multi-million-dollar industry, or album or LP, as people like to say. But there's definitely some songs where like you'd be like, that was actually a good listen, at least personally. And that's my like my opinion about his music is like definitely like real because it's like, you know, like if you asked McKinley would be like, that is the best thing I've ever listened to. But like me personally, it's like I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be like, Jack, that song was actually good. Like I don't actually know the names, but
I showed him one that I didn't release yet. So all I'm gonna say about it is, if you want to listen to a song, go listen to Mist, and then in parentheses Mist, because
that one's
that
good.
one's pretty good.
That one is
You
good.
know, played it on the guitar. Nothing too crazy though, instrument wise. But now I pretty much only make the music that I make with like my actual instruments, and then like drums, which I don't own, but you know,
Yeah.
you can.
We don't have drums.
Yeah.
We don't have the drums.
We don't have the drums, but the drums are on there. You know, gotta get them electronically.
That's
You
true.
know,
One day
you
maybe.
just have to hear it.
One day.
But yeah, no. I'm making stuff in the works. I need storage on my phone though to actually put it out there because
The storage needs to be made.
the storage is always a
I had
constant issue.
I had to delete 2 gigabytes worth of messages before we recorded this, and I was at 5 before, so
I
I
might check actually again. Yeah.
hope it probably won't.
Periodically.
It probably won't take that much actually, though.
Hey, we're still rolling.
We're
Should
still
I
rolling.
check the time here?
Check the time.
53 minutes.
53 minutes, guys.
Mhm.
We've sat here and talked for
Not
53 minutes.
surprising.
It is not surprising, and you know what? We've done it without any water. You have your bottle. You have your water bottle over there.
Over there, I think they're old, bro. You
Really?
might get a bacterial infection.
I wouldn't drink any of them, but well,
I mean, this one looks pretty full. Alright,
I'll
so
take
you
a
hold
swig
my
real quick.
mic. I'll take a
hold your
swig.
mic. I would talk into both of them at the same time, but it kind of comes out weird whenever you do that. So always got to keep it a little away. If it sounds at all bad right now, we'll come into the works and edit it.
Share?
Yeah.
You want to share water?
I'm fine with that. Me and him have known each other for 5 years. You know, it's not that big a deal. It's not, as long as neither of him have herpes, which we don't. So that is good. God is good, guys.
He's in it. God is good. God is great. Let's get this. You didn't want to get a sniff.
Water sounds.
What?
There's actually a kazoo going on in the background.
There's a kazoo. I don't know if you can hear it, but
I think G has.
we might. G's got
As the
kazoos
podcast go on, we'll be a little bit more prepared. We'll actually have water, maybe
We'll have
cranberry
little mugs.
juice.
We might have to get a. We got to get a desk. what we need.
Okay, a desk would be big.
Desk is
A desk will be like we have the little footstool, but the footstool is kind of funny. I've got to show the footstool real quick. The footstool is
What
funny.
was that, bro?
I find it funny because I feel like in podcasts you don't stand up. But once again, guys, this is like
People stand up.
this is a different sort of podcast. This is the
No,
podcast.
people sit usually.
Let's actually see if you can see this in the frame. Because maybe if so.
It's all.
Oh, I just kicked a flip flop and it hit the tripod
Did the camera move?
a little bit.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so you can see the water bottles. You can't really see anything but this, but it's fine.
Alright, we'll get it out of here now. Yeah.
Get it out of there.
I
Yep.
see.
One more time just to look at it.
That is the stool.
That is
Leave
the
it
stool.
to Tyler to kick the camera.
I did kick the camera, but that happens sometimes, from time to time.
Now
I don't
I'm
know why I
scared.
said to do that.
I don't know what it looks
Oh, that's that Florida rain we talk about.
like. Bro, we might have to get out there.
Eventually, it's going to rain until like 11. So if it's off and on,
Sounds nice.
it does
We'll
sound
have to
really
run
nice.
out there.
You guys gotta
I'm still
understand we're
wearing that.
crazy. We like to run around and slide in it.
Yeah, we like to slide in the rain.
It is
Call of Duty style.
a lot of fun.
If you know, you know. Dang, it's loud. Hold on, I gotta actually let you hear this rain. Hold up. Tell me if you can hear this.
Oh, sorry, George.
You
Oh,
didn't-
those are big drops. Maybe,
hear
I
it?
hope. Here, that's-
You've got to be able to hear it.
I think you guys can.
I bet you can hear it.
Unless it cancels it out. But that is a nice chunk of rain.
That's some nice rain out there, bro.
It is fine though. We have strength. We have will. Dude, I'm actually giddy right now.
I don't have will.
Us talking is a lot of fun. I really, me and him, like, seriously, I don't know if you have a passion for it. I don't know if you can have a passion for talking, but for like storytelling and just explaining to people stuff.
Okay, I have a passion for storytelling. That's all.
I love it.
But besides that, I do have a passion for talking with him.
Yeah. Truly, like, it is something we've literally just done forever. And a lot of our friends will sit there and just kind of listen to us go, and it's kind of funny.
That's true. Like me, if you're in a party with me, I probably will not talk as much. But if you're in there with him, by the way, when I'm talking about party, I'm talking about Xbox party.
Xbox party.
Yeah. If you're with him, you know he's talking.
I'm
Like,
talking.
Even if you're just with him in person,
I'm
talking, like
I'm talking.
nonstop. And so he usually carries it, but whenever I'm with him, I kind of talk more,
Yeah.
than I would.
Yeah,
with
yeah,
anyone
yo,
else.
perfect. Yeah, literally.
He rubs off.
I'm gonna be honest. The start of the podcast, he got a name. I said George, but really, I think the first person that ever watched our video that we don't know, if you guys put a name in the comment section, it will be him. I mean, it could be literally anything. You can name him Towel. It can be Flag Day.
What?
You can even have a human name, like George. But it's gotta be
George is pretty good. I don't know.
yeah,
I guess if we can, if you want to suggest a name and we don't know you, then go ahead and suggest.
In
a
case
name.
you guys keep seeing me go like this, it's just because I'm scared that you'll hear my blowing into the mic. Like, there's a little wind guard here, but you can never be too sure.
For what?
Think about. Did I say the date? It is. It
Yes,
is
you did.
June 14th. It
June
is Flag Day.
14th, guys.
You always got to go full circle with it. I mean, Flag Day. We'll have to do a research after the podcast, quite frankly. At least like a quick 2-minute search, because I am curious where Flag Day came from. I feel like I looked it up a bit one time, but I could talk about this. I love history.
Oh, we didn't even mention this.
I'm really into history.
Yeah, this is his passion.
History is my passion. I love it so much. And yeah, definitely there'll have to be a time where we just talk about history. Oh, you know what? This might have been one of the things I was thinking about earlier. And if it wasn't the thing, it was something that did cross my mind. Movies.
Oh yeah,
Like
I
I
watched
said-
Pirates of the Caribbean. The other
I know
day.
I said this 2 seconds ago, but it is June 14th, so 2023. So, Spider-Verse.
Spider-Verse. We did watch that the other day.
We watched that with the
Great
boys.
movie. Great animation.
Very animation 10 out of 10.
Beautiful follow-up to the first one. Great movie. He actually
I haven't.
he hasn't
Guys,
seen it.
I love movies. I watch them quite
embarrassing.
frequently. I've not seen the first one, but the second one was very good.
Who does that?
He was actually okay. Yeah, we're going backwards. So, the day before, I watched the new Transformers: Rise of Beasts. I liked it. My favorite franchise is Transformers because it's something I've always watched. But Love Transformers. It was a good movie. I enjoyed it. It was like for a Transformers
I didn't
movie,
watch it, so
at least a 7. 7 out of 10. Solid. We forget to say Spider-Verse, probably a 9.
yeah,
We said 8 whenever we walked out, but probably like a 9.
9. Yeah, it also is to be continued, so you really don't know until like,
That is true.
you watch the other half.
Soundtrack was also pretty good.
I don't know if you watched anything before them. Before we watched Guardians, so
Guardians
Guardians of the Galaxy
was
3.
before Transformers. Guardians.
Yes. Good
What was it
movie.
called?
Just Volume 3.
Thank you. Yes, good movie.
That's
First
good.
good Marvel movie in a little while. I watched
Rocket
half
Man.
of Ant-Man and Wasp, which I feel like was pretty good whenever I was watching it, but I never finished it, so I can't say like since how the Marvel movies have been since Spider-Man, or sorry, like Phase 4.
Endgame.
Um,
Phase 4. We know all about
yeah,
Phase
since
4.
Endgame, but it was good.
It was good.
Let me
I
ask you,
haven't-
Face. It was
I haven't-
great.
it was
Solid
great.
8 out
It
of
was
5.
a great trilogy. We'll say
Oh,
that.
for sure, one of the best.
Mhm. We-
Best Marvel. Let me rephrase.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I didn't say it
because-
was the best. I said it was a great trilogy. But
No, that's well, I said
Yeah.
one of.
Oh,
It's not the best. The best is probably like maybe Captain America. I don't know if I'm gonna get
what?
hate for that.
Out of Marvel
Trilogy, like 3,
trilogy?
because you can't say like
No, that was
you-
probably the
you
best.
can't say
though.
Avengers because there's 4.
Well,
But, like obviously,
well, that was probably the best trilogy of Marvel.
what is?
That.
Well,
that
okay, well,
trilogy.
if that's the case,
Those
that's one of
Guardians
the best.
Galaxy.
Oh, okay, yes, because I was gonna say one of the best film series would like I personally all time would probably be one of the Avengers. It is really good, like really,
That's
really
true.
good.
The last, Infinity and Endgame, because I don't really remember the first ones that much, but
The original
those were
Avengers
pretty
movie
good.
is really funny, and then Age of Ultron is number 2. 2014 Age of Ultron.
What was the third one?
Infinity War.
Oh, okay. Then yeah.
Because I used to always get it mixed up with Civil War.
I was getting confused if there was gonna be a Civil War. one.
Yeah, that is
That's
actually the
Captain
third
America.
Captain America movie. Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Marvel, and then I actually don't know what we watched before. It was definitely. Oh, okay. Well, I might. This is what I'm gonna say. I might be wrong, but I think it was Mario.
Oh, we did watch the Mario movie.
Mario movie was good.
That was pretty good.
Obviously, it wasn't anything. Mackenzie's trying to FaceTime, but we're podcasting, so. But Mario is good. Like it was just a fun watch. Like you're not gonna be like this Mario movie absolutely sucked.
That was my favorite movie ever.
Or that, but it was good. But that was movie theater. Like you said, he watched Indiana Jones. Pirates
of the Caribbean.
Right. I'm sorry. I talked about a movie.
That's
Last
what
night,
he's trying to watch.
Yeah.
We're trying to get our movie series.
I'm gonna show him. I'm gonna show
grind.
him Sammy because Sammy brought it up and he said later, and I was like, we will hopefully watch Raiders of the Lost Ark. Yesterday night, I started again, just to rewatch it, Temple of
Did
Doom.
you say yesterday night?
Yep. But
Put a little accent
personally,
on it.
Raiders of the Lost Ark is one of my favorite movies ever. It is
Is it that good?
so good, man.
I might have to get on that, guys.
So good. Okay,
Wait,
so
the video stopped, but it's fine.
it did.
We checked, and it was
My storage is gonna blow up, and I'm pretty sure that's why it ended. So we're gonna have to wrap it up.
What he was saying though was,
Oh, Indiana Jones comes out on June 30th.
that's why we were talking about
The 5th
watching
movie.
it.
Yep. Also, Sammy's here. Come here,
Come
Sammy.
here, Sammy.
Come here, Sammy.
Come sit down.
Come sit next to George.
We
Put
got
George in
Sammy
your lap.
here. Good friend
Um,
Sammy.
And once
friend
again,
Sammy.
one
Mhm.
day, best friend Sammy. We'll have to.
Best friend Sammy.
I don't know.
Do you have anything to say, Sammy?
No, I don't.
See, this is a
Yeah,
kid
this
friendly
is a-
podcast.
he's got a cute
so
little
Justin
voice.
listens.
Oh, okay. Hey guys, how's it going?
But I guess dang, it sucks. But we'll have to wrap it up. We'll definitely post this.
The camera cut again. We've
This
got
is-
Nathan here.
This is the Long Story Short podcast.
Yes, signing off.
Signing off. Noggin.